Welcome to Transform Your Business Radio. Over the next 15 minutes or so, Joel Helms speaks with small business owners just like you with the purpose of finding out what makes them successful and to share some of their great tips and ideas for transforming your business.
Hello and welcome to Transform Your Business Radio. Good to have your company. This week we continue on with another chat with Anthony M. Turner. Anthony, thanks for your time.
Joel, good to be with you.
Last time we spoke about knowing where you are in your business at any one time, and I think just as a little recap, I think it's just really important that people do take the time to work out and acknowledge exactly where they are with their business before they even think about moving ahead.
Look, you're absolutely right, John. And one of the major things is if you don't know where you are and what's going on in and around your life and in your business, how can you actually make change? Because change is about moving forward to something that is new and different, but how can it be different if you don't know what's really going on?
Yeah, precisely. That's right. We've established where we are. How do we work out where we're going?
It's very interesting. Confucius once said, man without a target hit nothing. So what Pillar 2 is about is actually developing a target, which is the thing that is actually going to make your heart sing. Many small business owners that I work with are actually on the hamster wheel again. They're actually working hard doing something which is in their head, that they believe that they should be doing, that is necessary to be done, but oftentimes it's unfulfilling. So one of the key things we do is we work with the independent business owners to actually connect into what's in their heart. What is the thing that makes them sing? What is the thing that they're truly passionate about? Because if you can actually work with their passion, what you're then able to do is find the inspiration to overcome obstacles rather than just being motivated to do what you have to do on a day-by-day basis.
You mentioned the word passion. For a lot of people getting into business, passion is that's what drives them, isn't it? But passion can only take you so far.
It can. Passion's got to be combined with skills, but passion has also got to be combined with focus and direction. It's like in my business, I'm passionate about helping people improve their businesses. That in its own right won't get me to where I am or where I would like to be. What I have to be focused about, where I extend that passion now, is by understanding and getting in touch with that. And there is a process that we use to do that, which takes us through a series of questions that ask, well, what's not working in your life now? What would you like to have work in your life? What's stopping you from having those things? And one of the probably scary things we get people to do is to write their own eulogy, because what I find is most people don't design their lives around how they would like to be remembered. For many, death and everything else is something they don't want to face, and that's fine. I understand that. It's not time to face it right now, but what we can do and what the eulogy is about is not about death. It's actually about life, and it's about living in the way that we would like to be remembered rather than just accepting the memories that others have of us down the track.
In regards to where you're going, Anthony, goalposts do move, don't they? In every business, you get in and all of a sudden the situation does change. Your goals are constantly shifting. How do you determine exactly where you're going? What is success, I suppose? That's a good question.
Success is different for every person. What is success to me and what is success to you are going to be maybe poles apart. They may be very similar. I don't know. And the same for our listeners. It's going to be individual. The thing about success is what makes your heart sing. What can you actually go to your deathbed with saying, I've got no regrets? To me, that is the ultimate success. For in a business sense, look, you're right. The goalposts are going to change over time. And so one of the things that we put into a process when we're working with people is that once we've got clear about what the big picture is, the big picture is sort of what we can see now from where we are at any stage. And maybe if I use the analogy of you've got young children, Joel, and as they grow up, the first thing, when they're born, they lay there on their backs. Okay? Yeah. Then they start get this inkling to move, so they roll over, and then they think, okay, maybe we can crawl around and get around a bit further. And then once they've got that happening, then they want to stand up. And once they're standing up, well, then it's walking, and then the next thing is running, and then whatever from there. And in your business journey, it's no different. When we first start out, we're laying on our backs. We're sort of doing the things that, we're getting fed. Once we start getting some momentum behind it, the objective changes, because as our experience develops, so does our ability to actually take the business to the next level. So when we're working with a business, we get clear about what the objective is as we can see it from where we are now. And we break that down into 5 stages. So, and what those stages are for is to create landing points so that we know where we've arrived. So let's say we're going to take a trip between, say, Melbourne and Brisbane, for example. Sydney is probably halfway, maybe the Gold Coast or say Byron or something. Byron Bay is, say, 3/4 of the way, and Albury-Wodonga is 1/4 of the way. So by knowing that if we're travelling from Melbourne up to Brisbane, then when we've got to Albury-Wodonga, we've got 1/4 of the way along the journey. And then when we get to Sydney, we're halfway along the journey. So we can start doing the things that are required to take us to the next step. Now, it's the same in your business. By breaking the overall picture down into these stepping stones where we know that we've arrived, we have the ability to work on the activities that are required to move forward. Now, one of the key things that we do, though, with every single business that we work with is on these plans, is that at level 4, which is coming towards the end of achieving the goal, we then create the plan for what is the next goal.
Yeah, that is a good point. I think we get into business and we decide that's our first goal. We often get there, hopefully we get there, but then going, from there on, that's probably where we are with my business at this particular point in time. Where do we take it from here? That's a very good point. Are you finding, Anthony, that businesses are perhaps getting out of the survival mode? A lot of smaller businesses would have simply been, battening down the hatches to get through what would have been a difficult last couple of years, and now maybe have come out the other side and are thinking to themselves, where to from here?
Look, I think there are a number, Joel, who are doing that, and their businesses are taking off. But I think those are the people who recognise the benefit and the need for planning. Sadly, in the work that I do with many business owners, they're so caught up on the hamster wheel, doing the same thing day after day after day after day. They don't feel that they've got time to stop and plan, and yet, without taking that time to stop and evaluate and to make some decisions about what they would like to have in the future, all they're going to do, and what a lot of these businesses I see do daily, is they're just recreating exactly the same stuff that's really annoying them and is really getting them down.
How high do we aim? Is it, you would sit down, obviously you go through with business owners as to what they want to achieve. I mean, do we shoot for the stars and end up, halfway and be happy with that? I mean, how do you work out exactly what are reasonable goals?
Well, as I believe Osho once said, he was being asked about meditation, and he says it's much easier to meditate in a Rolls Royce than it is on the back of a bicycle. So, my view is you shoot for whatever comes through your heart, into your mind. That's what you shoot for, because somewhere inside you, that is what you are being told you are capable of achieving. So why settle for second best to that? Why not go for it all? Go for gold. I doubt that there is an Olympic athlete who goes into one of the national meets and says, "Yep, this is going to be good enough."
Yeah, good point. And it's not just, success. You mentioned the Rolls-Royce term, but I mean, many people, for success for them would be the ability to not be in the business for 80 hours a week. Success will be a better personal life, won't it? Absolutely.
Look, I was talking to some people, in the last week, and one of those people, their success is that they can actually have a business which has got sufficient staff, sufficient turnover, sufficiently good management that they can actually work in it 4 days a week only. Another person that I was speaking to commented that success to them was that they had a part-time role. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not about building, another Microsoft empire or whatever. It's not about being Branson or whoever. It's about doing what is absolutely appropriate to you as an individual and what success means to you in meeting that goal. Abundance is there for everybody, and it's just a matter of us tapping into it. If we think scarcity, we'll get scarcity. If we think abundance and we actually work with abundance, we will get it. Now, I'll give you a quick example out of my own life. Just recently, I had the opportunity to attend a conference, and one particular person who was speaking at the conference, I thought, you could add value to my business. And then he turned around and said, I don't do one-on-ones. In fact, if anybody wants to do that with me, they have to pay $30,000 a year to have me do it. And my first thought in my mind was, there goes that idea. But I caught the thought. And what that thought was about was I couldn't afford that. And I caught the thought and I changed the thought in my mind to say, well, I still believe you can add value to my business. And if there is a way for that to happen, let it happen. A day later, I won a competition of coaching with this guy.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's going to be wonderful for you. It'll be interesting to follow how that goes for you.
Absolutely. And the great thing about that is that what I learn from this person enables me to do more and give more to my clients.
Exactly. All right, that is Pillar 2, working out a plan, working out where you're heading, Anthony. Where are we going with Pillar 3?
Well, Pillar 3 is we're going to decide your income, and it's all about deciding your income, the lifestyle income that you require. Then we'll work with the business income and requirements and some ideas about how we can actually set some income targets to make all that happen.
Psst. Hey, interested in free ideas, tips and a whole range of special offers, including free advertising to help your small business succeed? Thought so? Get on to transformyourbusiness.com.au and check out Club TYB. Club TYB provides free advertising for your business, plus a range of special offers including discounts and bonuses on coaching, skills training, financial and business planning, legal and accounting support, plus signs, bookkeeping, and many products and services to help your business succeed. Follow the links to Club TYB on transformyourbusiness.com.au and take advantage of all the savings to transform your business. Remember, follow the links to Club TYB at transformyourbusiness.com.au and start saving now. For our full library of podcasts, plus links to Club TYB, the home of special offers for small business owners from small business owners, visit transformyourbusiness.com.au.
Transform Your Business Radio is a Helms Media Solutions production. Visit helms.com.au.